Hi guys, how you going? Welcome back to the channel, or if you're new, welcome. So what I got for you today is just a quick tutorial on how to open and close the OpenRoad 270 Plus Awning, also known as the OpenRoad 270 XL. Alright, so basically what you see here is it totally set up. The only differences there might be is currently I've got one of the temporary poles here. There is also a secondary temporary pole for that corner, if you so choose to use it and have it set up. Otherwise, this is pretty much it in its entirety. Alright guys, let's crack it open. As you can see, I've been out in the mud, full driving yesterday. Alright, so first of all, grab these arms, make sure you lift that cover off, grab your strap, pull it all the way around. Hook it up onto your roof rack, wherever you've got it. Pull it out, fully tighten. Very important, fully tighten from this side. Then over here, pull this arm out. And you'll notice I keep this strap also. And then with this strap, I simply pull it around and I hinge this off the other side of my roof rack. And then what I do is I grab it from here, tension this off, like so, and that's it. And then if you want, again, it is a freestanding awning, but if you want to give it a bit of extra support, you can drop the poles out. So it comes with 4 poles built in. 1, 2, 3. And then the 4th pole is just over here. I rarely, if ever, use it, but if you're going to get yourself a wall kit, which I recommend, you'll pop that out at that stage. Now it comes with another 2 poles. And then with these poles in particular, I generally only ever use one of them. And look, you can leave it like that, no issues. But if you got sort of any high winds, rain, or you're going to use the wall kits, I recommend definitely using this one as a minimum. And you just pop that in like so. Okay, lock that off. And then with this corner, if you've got an issue with this being too close to the car, it doesn't matter, because what you do is when you intersect it with the pole, you can then just have it at an angle. If that's a bit too high, lock it in, and then that's it. And if you're going to be leaving this up and leaving it on its own, definitely put the tie downs. Bed at night, if you're going to go to sleep at night and leave it all set up like this, definitely use the tie downs. Often in the middle of the night, depending on where I have been, often you get really high wind conditions whipping up, and if you're in bed, you're probably not going to notice it. It is a freestanding awning, but you just need to be sensible. So what I'll do now, because a lot of people have issues in relation to this end over here, so I'll quickly show you how to close it. So first of all, the temporary poles, just remove them. You've got 2 straps on the awning. Release this one first, okay, and then unhook. Now I actually secure this against the actual rooftop itself, and I leave this all inclusive. and then I push that back. Okay. Poles. Click these back up in place. And we'll unlatch the other rope, and we'll unlatch the other strap. Like I said, I always leave these on. One last push of the other one. Make sure this clears everything, like so. Now before you go and strap these up, make sure the straps at the back are all on top of the awning, or else what's going to happen later on is you're going to have problems pulling them out. That's it. Now we roll these up. And what I've found the easiest is to tackle the one in the middle first. Pull it nice and tight. The one up at the end. And then the first one. So that sequence seems to be the most efficient. Then you got your little satchel. Roll that up. And that's it, okay? Now you've got the option to, and it's up to you, because I've got a little parcel shelf up in my car where I store my sand flags and long poles like that. So this, I actually pop it up in the car. If you want to though, this actually goes into another little bag. Like so. And then with this, what you can do is you can roll it up in there as well. So it's up to you, okay? And then what I also do, look, there is room if you want to include your pegs and your tie downs and stuff like that. It's just that because I so rarely use them, I actually just keep them sort of in the car at a nice, easy, accessible location. But otherwise, there's sort of enough room in the bag for you to accommodate them in there as well. All right guys, that's it, nice and simple. So if you're interested in purchasing one of these, again, I'll pop up the QR code on the screen for you. You can use the discount code DavidAbela25 in either the US or Australia to get yourself a discount off the awning, and also helps out the channel as well. If you go back to the channel, there's a whole series of playlists on the OpenRoad rooftop tent, which I've got up there, the 270 awning, the 270 Plus or XL, and the discount codes work on all of that stuff. So you pretty much covered everything here. I think there's probably about 30 or 40 odd videos in relation to all this OpenRoad gear. I've been running OpenRoad stuff for over 9 months now, and for me, it's a quality product. I've had no issues whatsoever in relation to anything. I've used it really extensively across Australia, up in the high country, in rain, in the heat, out in the deserts, and I've never had any issues to date. But any questions or comments, drop them down in the section below, and yeah, I'll get back to you as soon as it's possible. If you like what I'm doing, subscribe to the channel, give us a likes up, and as per usual, if I don't see you out on the road or on the trails, I'll see you in the next video. Cheers, bye.